This is my new Infernoid build. I took it to the YCS VIP qualifier, and I pulled off second place out of 16 players. So it wasn't a big event. It was just a local event, but all the players there have been in regionals or even nationals before, so it wasn't like your standard local tournament. It had 4 rounds, top 16, and I finished in second. So here's the deck. I ran Infernoids because that's what I run. I played 2 Inoku, 2 Deviati, 2 Atondel, 2 Sitesmoss, 1 Sajet, 1 Piatti, 2 Petrula, 2 Harmodic, 2 Antra, 3 Decatrons, 1 Permeus, 1 Magic Planter, because I'm playing 9 continuous trap cards, 1 1-for-1, Monster Gate, Reasoning, Rekindling, 1 Void Seer, 2 Twin Twisters, 1 Burial from a Different Dimension, 1 Void Imagination in the main deck, 2 in the side, also an extra Twin Twister in the side, 3 Void Vanishment, 2 Breakthrough Skills, thirds in the side, 3 Safe Zone. I'll explain what Safe Zone is used for later. 3 Void Purification, 3 Void Launch, and that's the main deck. It's at 44 cards, and the reason for that is these generate advantage by just being on the field, so increasing the odds of drawing these while not decreasing the monster count of the deck made it a bit more consistent than it was before. Also, it gives additional cards to search for using Void Vanishment, and if you run out of monsters in the deck for Void Launch, you can always use Magic Planter and draw 2 cards. Also, once all the monsters are out of the deck, there's nothing left to draw but good spells. Additionally, Safe Zone's in the deck so that Sitesmoss can attack any monster and not die. That way he can banish a card at the end of the battle phase. So you can also Safe Zone Atondel so he can attack through a Monarch and attack again. As a defensive play, you can also Safe Zone a monster on your opponent's field if they MST this, so their monster will die. And that happened twice in the tournament. A Karaz targeted a face-down card twice, and both times hit Safe Zone, and both times was destroyed by it. And I got to draw a card. Let's take a look at the extra deck. I have 2 Tiaras, 1 Scarlight, 3 Psyframe Lord Omega, which I send when I fusion summon Tiara, 1 Stardust Spark Dragon, so he can make it so Sitesmoss can also attack any monster and not die. Didn't get summoned. 1 Scrap Archfiend, got summoned a lot. In top 4, I ended the game by just summoning Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, and I think my opponent had something. He's playing some sort of Monarch deck, and the moment I summoned this, the game, it was a scoop. But up until that second, he still had plays. 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon, 1 Gaia Knight Force of Earth, 1 High Speed Chanbara, 1 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon for the possibility of running into an Ultimate Falcon. I wanted to have some sort of out in the deck. Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon for an OTK, where you attack with a Tondel, Odd Eyes Absolute, and then tribute it off to summon Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, which is something I hadn't been thinking about for a while, so I actually probably missed an opportunity to OTK with that once. And 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. The side deck, which is new, because I haven't been playing the side like this, 1 Lava Golem, because it doesn't wind up on the field if you play Reasoning. And since all my trap cards are destroyed if I have a non-Infernoid, I didn't want to summon a Kaiju by accident. I only sided this in once against Mermails, and I attributed a Mulan Glacia and a, what's its name, Abyss Megala. So the third Twin Twister, 2 more Imaginations for the PK Fire matchup. I've only sided in one, so I'm probably going to pull the other one. 2 Mischief the Gnomes for the PK Fire matchup, 2 Chain Disappearance for the Mermail matchup, 2 Trap Stuns for any counter trap heavy deck. You can actually trap stun your all traps, including counter traps, and then you can summon Deviati and destroy all the traps on the field except for void cards. 3rd Breakthrough Skill for Monarchs, 2 Fiend Comedians for PK Fire and Monarchs. This definitely sealed several games, and 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors for pretty much everything in the meta now except for water. And it also keeps Magic Planner alive. So there were 4 rounds of Swiss and a top 8. So round 1, I beat PK Fire. Round 2, I lost to Water, Mermail deck. I top decked Monster Gate after being given a Gamma Seal and milled 1 card. And then next turn I drew Reasoning and also milled 1 card and lost because he top decked Deep Sea Diva. Game 3 was PK Fire. Monarch Artifacts Xyz. Then PK Fire again. Then a Domain Monarch. And then a Brilliant Xyz Monarch. And then in the finals, played the same PK Fire I beat in the first round but lost in the finals. So I pulled 2nd place. If you have any questions, leave comments below.